Wine.
All right, we're going to reconvene the meeting to open session at 5 o'clock. No action for taking in closed session. Approval of the minutes. Can I get a motion and a second to approve the minutes from 12/13/23, the regular meeting, Board of Trustees?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Business from the floor. The board meeting is a business meeting of the board held in a public forum to comply with the Brown Act. It is not a town hall meeting with the board. This is a time for citizens to present problems or questions they feel the board should discuss. Individuals are encouraged to address the full board, not individual board members. The law prohibits the board from taking actions on items not on the agenda. In accordance with AB 361, signed and dated September 16, 2021, the Barstow Unified School District will allow for remote participation at the upcoming regular board meeting on Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. General public will be permitted to attend the meeting within the boardroom, but may also submit public comment via email per protocols listed below. Deadline for submission of public comment will be 12 p.m. on Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. If you would like to submit public comment, please follow the protocols below. Identify the item you wish to comment in your email message. If your comment does not apply to a specific agenda item, write general public comment in the subject line of your email. Comments on consent, discussion, public hearing items, or general public comment will be accepted via email prior to the live open public session. Deadline for submission of public comment will be 12 p.m. on January 24th, 2023. Submit public comments via email to the Superintendent Senior Executive Assistant at Christina_Crane@busdk12.com. Each comment will be read aloud by a member of the staff as received and are subject to the 3-minute timeline, which is approximately 250 words. Each comment will be read aloud by a member of staff as received and are subject, I said that already. Comments received outside the comment period outlined above will not be read aloud and will not be reflected in the minutes. And it looks like we have a couple comments.
We do.
Do I get the pleasure of reading these?
You get the pleasure of calling individuals forward to make public comment.
Okay. Renee Gonzalez.
Actually, we're going to start with Alicia, if you don't mind. It pertains more towards
Okay.
her. It's the same item.
Sure. Alicia Sheed.
Thank you. Our comment is we have some concern with the agreement with the consultant of Noble Fitness for the fact that it says the scope of work, that the work would count as a PE class. That is, we feel, a violation of our CBA because we haven't been discussed with this, and that's a job. And we have a right to be consulted and to negotiate a situation which could possibly take a job from us or a position that is formed and could be filled by a credentialed person. Also, I would have concerns with a non-credentialed person teaching a class that has to go forth to graduation requirements. It's not that we don't want a program for our students, because it looks like there are some quality things in here. The question is it following the best needs for our employees and getting the students the credentialed teachers that they need? That's our concern. We would just like to have a little clarification and perhaps have a little input in that so that we can avoid possibly violating our CBA. Thank you.
Thank you. Renee Gonzalez.
So to piggyback off of that, we also have concerns in regards to the contract for Noble Fitness in regards to positions for classified staff, as well as the amount of money that the contract is looking towards spending with an outside provider of services that could be provided in-house or training that could be provided to already staffed BUSD employees. So that's our concern. Thank you.
Thank you. Any email comments?
No email comments.
Okay. Staff reports. Mr. Manley.
We have monthly cash report. Ms. Swearingen, can you please read the order?
Absolutely. So the monthly cash report for January 2023 is submitted to the board for information only, and the total amount in the county treasurer's for January 3rd, 2023 is $44,251,226.
Thank you. Parent-teacher conferences, Mr. Malin.
Yes, Mr. Godfrey.
Yes, we had a generous increase in the percentage of parent-teacher conferences this year. District-wide, it was a 36% increase. However, comparing to pre-pandemic numbers, 2019-2020 school year, we're still a little behind those numbers. You can probably chalk that up to continued concerns with masking and those types of issues. At the elementary level, you'll see that for the most part, the numbers span between 64 and 88%. In average years, 2019-2020 being one of them, we're more in the mid-80s, 85 to 99%. So we still have some work to do, but these are encouraging numbers for us. At the secondary level, both Barstow High School and Central have almost gotten back to their pre-pandemic levels, where the junior high school and STEM, we probably need to do a little more work with outreach and getting parent information, and also probably incorporating, when feasible, some electronic online meetings when possible.
Superintendent's report.
Thank you very much. First of all, welcome back. Happy New Year. Look forward to a great second half of the year. Lots of activities happening. To start the second semester, the winter sports are in full swing at BHS, BJHS, and STEM, and I believe that's where Christiana's been occupied with basketball right now, with Barstow's Girl Basketball. Our January 11th Parent Advisory Committee meeting is happening on Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. January 16th is the MLK Junior Holiday Observance. From Citizens Oversight Committee is January 19th, this next Thursday, I should say. The Barstow Junior High School modernization progress is winding down, and I say winding down with all due respect to its finally getting to a place where there's punch list items that we're going through, furniture is being installed as we speak right now, not tonight, but as we, moving forward. A lot of great things happening. I was just over there yesterday morning, and things are progressing very well. So I'm looking forward to the transition of our junior high students to the new campus over the course of the next few months, and that process being in place. Our BUSD Student Support Center, Media Center, and Community Walking Track are still on track to be designed, implementation of that moving forward, which is in the process now. The 23-24 governor budget proposal was released today. Good news for K-12 public education with an 8.13% LCFF COLA, and Prop 98 was $108.8 billion, which is $1.8 billion more than last year at this point. Want to thank our 21 BUSD staff members that participated in the ALICE training that was held January 5th and 6th at Skyline North Elementary. We had a trainer that was there on both days. We had staff, also administration support that process as well for trainer of trainers, for that being utilized at different school sites to train them moving down the road. So it's going to be very beneficial for us for our security and safety at our school sites. My last comment is this is my final board meeting as your BUSD superintendent. So I want to recognize and thank our school board in 2011. When I say 2011, it was in November 2011, I was given an opportunity by Ms. Julie Clemmer, Mr. Ben Rosenberg, Mr. Ray Perea, Ms. Mary Rodriguez, and Mr. Ace Acevedo that gave me the opportunity to serve as the superintendent of our district. And I thank them immensely. Their support of our staff and students then and now that has enabled us to achieve all the great things in our district has been a great thing. I want to thank my wife, my family for their support, all the staff members of BUSD, our cabinet members that I've referenced before have been superb in all of their interactions with myself, with all the things that we've done. My senior executive assistant, Christina, next to me here, our PIO, Marseilles, reporting our district. I thank you immensely. And, our district is in a great place, and I really feel good about moving forward and all the great things that are going to happen in the future. So thank you, everyone, for all that you've done for me, and I wish everyone the best. So I'm not leaving the district yet. This is my last board meeting, so just clarify that. I'm not going to cry.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Board reports, Ms. Clemmer.
Well, I wasn't gonna cry either, so hopefully I'm not looking at her. I was looking at you.
She got something in her eye. There's a little gnat flying around.
It's been a fantastic 12 years. Your leadership has made such a difference, beginning with the length of our meetings. It's so nice to be home to have dinner instead of at midnight. It's a testament to your leadership, how you're leading us with a fantastic replacement and wonderful cabinet, great programs. It's just been a fantastic experience, and I wish you all the best, you and Lelaine both. It's a tremendous loss to our district, but I'm very happy that you get to experience this next phase of your life.
Mr. Watson.
Just echo what Julie said. You're only as good as your captain. You're an amazing captain and will be very missed. And thank you for your service to our children and everybody else.
Mr. Hildreth.
Just want to say thank you as a new board member, and even before as being a parent and dealing with different things throughout the time. So thank you for all that information you've given me prior, and as well as helping me with the transition from working my way in as a new board member. I do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Mr. Perea.
Jeff, I want to thank you for your leadership. It's been a great time. I felt like you and I came across as rookies in that year, and we both kind of grown. But anyway, I'll miss you, and I'll be in contact with you on a monthly basis. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Jeff, thank you for, I got to cut my teeth on your leadership. And I believe that was a blessing for me. It made this a lot easier. And I've talked to other school board members, new people, and they're envious. They're envious that I have admiration and respect for my superintendent. Not everybody does, and I'm glad that it was under you. I'd also like to welcome everybody back. Hope you all had an amazing winter break and were able to get some much needed rest and relaxation. I look forward to the second half of the school year as we graduate and promote our students. Adoption of agenda. Do we have any changes to the agenda? And would anybody like to pull anything from the consent agenda for discussion?
Yes, I'd like to pull.
Yeah, first of all, we have no changes to the agenda, by the way. There's one.
Yeah, I'd like to pull K6B2.
And I don't know if I need to pull this. I need to recuse myself from K41. So I don't know if that needs to be pulled or not, or if I can just, in the vote, show that I've recused myself from K41.
I actually need to do the same thing for my item.
K41.
I just need to abstain.
So we can adopt the agenda real quick and then go back and do representative reports, which we missed. Chris.
Okay.
So let's do that first, and then we'll go back and do representative reports, since we're already on.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish?
Go ahead and finish this.
Okay. I would like to go ahead and pull K24, the consultant agreement, Noble Fitness.
Okay.
Anybody else?
What was the one that you pulled? Ray?
Mine was
K6B2.
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 Okay, representatives reports, BEA, Ms. Shealy.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. We're all learning. I was kind of reflecting back as we were talking about the end of your time here and how many of us in a lot of positions, especially in leadership, have learned from you. And thought about, Mr. Malin, you know, my first meeting with you, as I was a newly elected president, was the closing down for COVID. So, yeah, that's been my presidency. So, I learned a lot from you. I appreciated the difficult conversations that we could have. I appreciated that any item that I brought forth on behalf of membership, you always thought through, looked at how it played out within the whole district, the interest of the district, and either came to an agreement with us or taught us what the business side was. And I think that's really important for any leader, that you educate your people. And so I just want to thank you for all that you've done. I'm a little envious of the golf that you'll get to do. Feel free to call for the golf cart if you need it. I'll give you the code. I won't do it aloud because this is probably recorded and everyone will be in my golf cart. But it's not always charged, so you got to give me 24 hours in advance. But thank you for your time. Congratulations. I know it's got to be bittersweet, but we're grateful for you. We're thankful for you, and a little bit envious of you right now. I think. Am I wrong? Right? Because you've had a great career, and it's something to be very proud of. I know that I will be. Thank you. With that, Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you had an enjoyable break, as enjoyable as mine was. Lots of rest, relaxation, and naps. That's what breaks are for me. We're excited to welcome back our students. When I came back after my first class period went through, I sent a text out to my husband and I said, God, it feels so good to be back with students. There's something about second semester. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of push to that end of the year to get our students promoted and graduated and just to see how the growth that they've had. But I love second semester because the kids come back a little more mature. They come back a little more eager to learn, and it's just such an enjoyable time. I hope that other teachers have that experience, but I've noticed the kids, because I'm the first door when they come in through the science building, there's a lot more maturity there. There's a lot more smiles than we saw, so I'm excited. I love second semester. With that, BEA, we don't have too much going on, and I don't know which of these would, but it's on in here. We are gearing up for our next membership engagement, which we're really excited about. In February, the first weekend of February, we have rented out the bowling alley at Victor Bowl for 3 hours for our members, so they will be able to bring their families. We take care of food. We're going to take care of drinks for them, and just an opportunity for us to come together and just celebrate our families and our careers. And we're really, really excited about it. Trying to decide if we're going to do the cosmic bowling or not. I'm married a bowler, but I'm not a bowler, so I have all the equipment. I'm just not really good with the equipment. So we're looking forward to that. We're excited. When we put out our interest survey, it looks like we're probably going to have hopefully over a few hundred people there with their family, well, so members and families. So we're excited. Currently, right now, we are rolling around and looking for ideas at the e-board level, and we'll be talking to rep council as well. We have teachers that are hired that they aren't quite into the credential program where they would qualify for CTI services, which is kind of the mentoring and coaching. So they're new teachers. They're new to their profession. They're not even done with their teaching credential, and there's some supports that they're needing. So we're trying to find ways that we can also help, because it's all of us that do that, and we want their experience to be good. Because when I came to BUSD, I had 3 of the best mentors that anyone could have, and it's what has made my time here not only enjoyable, but I think it helped me move up in my career and teach at the level that I hope that I teach at, because I had Mr. Winters, I had Miss Bowser, and I had Mr. Dalton as my admin, and it made you enjoy coming to work and learning through the hard times, because those first couple of years of teaching your family learns really quickly what it means to be married to a teacher or in a relationship with the teacher. It's hard, but we want to support them because they are into this career and they just need the supports, and we can help out with that. So that's kind of what we're looking into, as well as supporting other new teachers, new to our district and new to the profession. But that's where we're at right now. So Happy New Year. Thank you very much.
Thank you. CSEA, Ms. Gonzalez.
Okay. hits, no, you just always hit the same things that I would hit. So I did want to say, I guess I did miss last month's meeting, so I did want to say I hope everybody had happy holidays and happy new year. Welcome, Mr. Heldreth, to the board. Hope that you're settling in well. I'm not going to say a lot for Jeff because it's been said and it just basically, mimics everything that's been said. Like Alicia, my presidency was also at the start of COVID, so that was our first meeting. But my kids grew up in the district, so I've had dealings with Jeff throughout the years. All 4 of my kids have gone through, and now my grandchildren are starting to come up through. So I just appreciate those conversations as well, like Alicia said. It does make all the difference when you feel heard and your suggestions and your comments are, taken into account during those conversations. So I do appreciate that. And I'm not going to cry because I'm a crier. And if I keep going, I'll start crying. So I do wish you good luck on your new adventure and the new chapter in your life. My husband is shortly coming along there too, probably in the next 6 months. He'll be starting that adventure, so I understand kind of where you're at. I still have a long road, so I'll be here for a while. On the CSEA side of things, we are starting our new calendar year. We have a new member to our negotiating team, so there'll be a switch out there. He is currently, he has been on the team before, but he'll be joining the team again this year, and we'll be losing Suzanne and gaining Carrie Thomas. So luckily he already knows how things work, so it won't be that much of a transition for him to come in and sit at the table, which we have closed out our 21-22, and we are, or 22-23, I apologize. 22 went by so fast for me, I don't know. So we've closed out our 22-23, and we're looking to move to our 23-24s, hopefully in the next month and a half. We should be able to sit back at the table with the district to start those. New sergeant at arms on our e-board and a returning treasurer back to the e-board. Julie Grounds will be returning as our treasurer again, and Tammy Trujillo from Nutrition Services will be our new sergeant at arms. So just kind of kicking things off for the year. Again, looking at trying to get those fundraisers back going again. Communications haven't been as forthcoming as we would have liked, but hopefully they'll pick back up again. We have our officer skills training for all of our e-board officers to, in the next month to 2 months, they can do virtual or we can travel down the hill to any of those for our officer skills training, just to enhance our knowledge. What else do we have on the table? Can't really think of anything else at the moment, so I guess we'll end that for tonight, and we'll see you guys again in 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you. Personnel Commission, Ms. Dool.
Thank you, board members and guests. The next Personnel Commission meeting is this Thursday, January 12th at 4:30 p.m. Barstow Unified currently has 351 classified employees, and we have 3 recruitments in the testing stage for admin assistant school, office assistant, and lead nutrition service worker. I believe I have also 5 eligibility lists on my agenda for Thursday. Hopefully we'll get some interviews going here, get some vacancies filled. I hope everyone had a safe and pleasant winter break and that everyone has an enjoyable upcoming long weekend to relax after the first 2 weeks back. I will not be in attendance at the next board meeting. I understand several people will be in attendance at the next board meeting. I will be at a conference for the CSPCA, not to be confused with the ASPCA. So, and I just want to echo all the sentiments for Jeff. I've been in 3 school districts, Jeff, and I have to honestly say, this has been the best. Working with you here has been the best.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, you guys took me into uncharted territory. I'm not sure where we go from here with the.
We need to adopt the agenda at this point.
Okay, so can I get a motion to adopt the agenda?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Would you like to help me on where to go from here with all these big items in my hand?
As far as we have 3 items that were pulled from consent. So we need to go, as far as that goes, we adopted the agenda now. Now we need to go to the K24 is the first one. So we have K24, K41, and K6B2.
Okay. And what do I do?
I would say, read the item myself, so let's go to K24.
Okay,
We have K24 consultant agreement, so just go ahead and read the recommendation at this point, Chris. That's all that's, if you,
okay. K24 consultant agreement with Noble Fitness Incorporated district-wide. Recommendation, recommending the Board of Trustees approve the consultant agreement with Noble Fitness Incorporated to provide services to Barstow Unified School District students for the remainder of the 2022-2023 school year for option 1 and 2-1 contract.
need a
So
motion.
moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Okay, discussion.
Okay. So I would like to, number one, I'll just speak up because I believe that our association presidents have valid concerns with what this is proposing at this point. We have gone through this process before. I'll just use hypothetically our speech therapists that we have. We have a consultant agreement with Speech Paths right now to provide services because we cannot find staffing at this point in time to fill those positions. But I will respect their concerns in that we need to go through a process before we engage in this specific contract. So I would like to, at this point in time, pull this item, and then we can engage with our associations through the negotiating process to assure that we've gone through our due diligence to make sure that we've done everything appropriately before we engage this contract. So my recommendation to the board is that we pull this item at this point in time.
Okay, so take the vote.
Hold on, Ray had a
No,
comment.
I was gonna move that we table.
Yeah,
Table this
table poll, yeah, at this point, yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Do we need a second? to
Yeah,
the-
You need,
We don't need a second on.
not to poll,
Oh, okay.
you're not approving anything at this point in time, Julie.
Okay.
Okay, with that, we need to go to K41. And let me bring it up real quick. Oops, that's K5, my fault. I'll back up,
Yeah.
sorry.
I don't know if we necessarily had to pull it, or if Julie was just saying that she was gonna recuse from the vote.
Okay, so we need to have a vote, and then you're gonna recuse yourself from the
Right,
vote.
just in case in the chance that they buy materials from us.
Understand, okay, so we need to read the recommendation.
Okay, K41, Sandco Landscape Contractors Incorporated, Barstow Junior High School Modernization Project. Recommendation, recommending the Board of Trustees approve the agreement with Sandco Landscape Contractors Incorporated for additional costs to the Barstow Junior High School Modernization Project, and that the superintendent or designee be authorized to sign any necessary documents on behalf of the district.
So moved.
Second.
And any discussion before the vote?
Look good.
Okay, so we can call for a vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And
And then,
I recuse myself.
Ms. Clement recuses. Okay. Now, K6B2. And this is one that Ray, you had talked about, correct?
yes.
To recuse
Okay.
himself.
Okay, K6B2, employment of classified limited term substitute personnel. Recommendation, recommending the Board of Trustees approve the employment of classified limited term personnel listed.
Need a motion?
Motion.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, and Ray, I believe you just wanted to recuse yourself from that vote? at this
Yes, I
point?
have a family member involved in it.
Just call for a vote.
Call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And one extension. Okay. Okay, so that's all the items there.
I have a question.
Yes.
I want to make sure a recusal is different than an abstention, isn't it?
Yes, there's a box that I checked.
Okay, good.
Okay. Discussion items, correct?
Yes.
Okay. L41 purchase order listing 1206-2022 to 1/3/2023.
I'm sorry, we need to approve the rest of the consent agenda.
Okay,
I'll move the rest of it.
okay, all in favor?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now we.
Ready.
This is fun. Getting punched around here. Okay, items for discussion. L41 purchase order listing 1206-2022 to 1/3/2023. The board has a, no?
I'm
Okay.
sorry, you just need a motion, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'll move that.
motion, second.
Second.
Any questions for Ms. Swearingen about the purchase order items totaling how much?
$536,222.
That's light.
Everybody is broke after the holidays.
There you go.
Kids are getting new Chromebooks, so that's good.
Yeah.
All right,
Get my order? $3 of tissue.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. L6A1, public hearing for provisional internship permits, otherwise known as PIP, for educators for the 2022-2023 school year. Recommendation, recommending the Board of Trustees adjourn to public hearing to provide an opportunity for the board to receive input concerning the proposed provisional internship PIPs. We'll adjourn the meeting at 5:30.
Now, adjourn the public hearing.
Adjourn to public hearing at 5:30. Mr. Mann.
Yes, during public comment, George, go ahead and describe the.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. So a diligent search was made, no fully credentialed teachers applied for this position, so we are asking the board to approve the PIP credential for these two mentioned teachers to support our schools.
And they're listed here.
Any questions or comments?
You close the hearing?
Okay, we'll reconvene. It is 5:31.
Need a motion now?
Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, L6, L6B1, establishment of classified position, 1, campus safety assistant. Recommendation, recommending the Board of Trustees approve the establishment of 1 campus safety assistant position, 6.5 hours per day, 185 days per year, range 26 at Glenwood Elementary, effective January 11th, 2023. Mr. Bailey.
Yes. Mr.
Yes,
Chairman.
so Mr. Trina Gonzalez has identified a need to improve the safety on his campus and is requesting the board approve this campus safety assistant position at the 6.5 hours, and the dollar amount is listed there for that position.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
L6B2, establishment of classified position, 1 paraeducator position. Recommendation, recommending the Board of Trustees approve the establishment of 1 paraeducator position, 6.5 hours per day, 185 days per year, range 24 at Skyline Elementary, effective January 11th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Manley.
George?
Yes, Dr. McDonald has identified a need to increase the academic support for our students and is asking the board to approve the listed item for a paraeducator position.
Questions, concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
L6B3, employment of classified management personnel. Recommendation, recommending the Board of Trustees approve the employment of classified management personnel as listed, effective the date indicated. Can I get a motion in a second?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Mr. Gutierrez?
Yes.
and Ms. Swearingen, you want to
Sorry,
comment as well?
We did an extensive search for a director of nutrition services, and we were able to find one very highly qualified candidate, Veronica Calderon, and she has actually started work with us as of January 3rd, 2023, and she's doing a fabulous job. We're very excited to have her on board with us.
Thank you. Comments or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
did have a motion in a second already. You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
L6, E4, transfer classified position, paraeducator, special needs. Recommendation. Recommending the Board of Trustees approve the transfer of paraeducator special needs position as listed below. Can I get a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Manley.
Yes, Mr.
Yeah,
Gutierrez.
so Dr. Reed has identified a need to make a switch for this position. This position will be under People Services. Currently, there is no need for this position under Central High School.
Any questions or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
L6B5, supplemental assignment, office assistant, limited term substitute. Recommendation. Recommending the Board of Trustees approve a supplemental assignment for additional support in purchasing department effective January 11, 2023 through June 30th, 2023. Can I get a motion and second?
So moved.
Mr. Manley.
Mr. Gutierrez.
Yes, Ms. Thelma Consulting has identified a need to provide additional support for tracking of assets for the district, and is asking the board to approve this recommendation for additional work time for the purchasing department.
Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. L6B6, Resolution 10, 2022-2023, in the matter of reduction of classified school services for the 2022-2023 school year. Recommendation, recommend the Board of Trustees adopt Resolution 10 for school year 2022-2023 in the matter of reduction of classified school services by reducing or eliminating the services listed commencing with the 2022-2023 school year. Can I get a motion and a second?
So moved.
Mr. Malin.
There was so moved, and Ray we'll do Ray's second on that. Mr. Gutierrez.
Yeah, so we have actually two positions that we want to eliminate. This will help the district meet its fiscal responsibility. The site has identified a lack of need for these two positions currently, and so we recommend the board approve this proposal.
I'd just like to comment. I just kind of get jazzed every time I see that we do this and that we're financially responsible, doing the right thing. So I appreciate that. All in favor?
Aye.
Items for future board meetings. Any board members or anybody have anything for future board meetings? Closed session. Do we need to go back into closed session?
No, we don't.
And it is 5:37. We will adjourn the meeting. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, I totally missed it.
Mr. Godfrey? Mr. Gutierrez? We meet with both of you.
Thank you.
You meet with-